All right, let's talk about the brand new KDE Gear 26.04. And listen, this is not just your average update. We're talking about something special here, a release that's literally been 30 years in the making.
Yeah, you heard that right. This is a huge milestone. We're celebrating 3 full decades of the KDE project. I mean, think about that. In the open source world where things change in the blink of an eye, that is an absolutely incredible achievement. 30 years. Seriously, just take a second to let that number sink in. That's 3 decades of people coding, collaborating, and constantly making things better. You know, that kind of history, it just screams maturity and stability. And that's exactly what you're getting in the apps we're about to check out.
Okay, so what does this big anniversary release actually mean for you? Well, first let's get something straight. KDE Gear is the collection of all your favorite apps. This isn't about updating the Plasma desktop itself. That's on its own schedule. No, this is all about the tools you and I use every single day.
And the big theme for this release? It's all about one word: polish. You're not going to see any huge, crazy changes that mess up your workflow. Nope. Instead, the focus is on those smart, really meaningful improvements that just make your day-to-day work smoother and honestly, a lot more pleasant. So let's jump in and look at some of the best ones.
First up, let's talk about a real powerhouse, Dolphin. You know it, KDE's awesome file manager. And it's getting a feature that, let me tell you, power users have been asking for a long time.
And here it is. You can now assign a custom keyboard shortcut to pretty much any action you can think of inside Dolphin. I'm talking sorting files, opening a plugin, running some kind of special action, whatever it is, you can now zap it with a key press. It's awesome.
So what's the bottom line here? It means Dolphin is now way more keyboard friendly. If you're anything like me and you love to optimize your flow, keeping your hands glued to the keyboard, this one feature is an absolute game changer. For real.
Okay, switching gears a bit. This one's for all the creators out there. Kdenlive, KDE's fantastic video editor, also got some really nice quality of life updates. And you can see right here, the focus is all on improving your workflow. You've got new ways to deal with transitions and way better controls for clip speed. Now, these might look like small things, but trust me, when you're deep in an edit, they add up to a much smoother experience. So let's break down what this actually means when you're editing. 1. You can now see little animated previews of transitions before you apply them. So cool. 2. You can just right-click on the timeline and pop a clip right in at the playhead. And 3. You can grab a whole bunch of clips and change their speed all at the same time. It's all about saving you clicks and, more importantly, saving you time.
But wait, there's more. The improvements are all over the place. Let's do a quick lightning round and see what other gems have been polished up across the KDE world.
First up, Merkuro Calendar. It's gotten a totally redesigned schedule view. The new layout is just so much cleaner, it's more modern, and it makes it super easy to see what you've got going on at a glance.
Then you've got NeoChat, the Matrix client. It now has a new rich text editor, so you can finally add things like bolding or italics to your messages, which is a huge help for making your conversations clearer.
And just to circle back for a second, don't forget about those customizable shortcuts in Dolphin. Seriously, it's probably one of the biggest productivity boosts in this whole release.
Okay, so you've seen all the cool new stuff. The big question is, how do you actually get your hands on KDE Gear 26.04?
Well, you've got a few different paths you can take. Honestly, for most people, grabbing the flat packs from FlatHub is going to be the fastest and easiest way. The apps are also out there as snaps if that's your thing, and of course, they'll be showing up in your normal system updates really soon if they're not there already. So yeah, the main thing is just be a little patient. If you just use your regular software updater, you don't have to do anything special at all. These shiny new versions will just pop up automatically for you.
And you know, all this brings us to a final thought. This release, it's really a celebration of 30 years of just steady, consistent improvement. And it makes you wonder, right? After 30 decades of polishing the desktop that we all know and use, what's the next big thing? What's the next big mountain for a project like KDE to climb? I'd love to know what you think.